What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video of the Football is Vida channel, in which today we are going to talk about the Madrid derby, the tie of the Madrid derby, where Atletico Madrid go away to the Santiago Bernabeu, where they will meet for the second time this season after tying the first time at the Metropolitano Stadium. And again, history has repeated itself because they have tied yet again. Goal from Kylian Mbappe and goal from Julian Alvarez. And honestly, this is a great sensation, a great feeling for us Barcelona fans. Not so much for the Madrid fans. I know they're for a fact they're pissed. And for Atletico, walking away with something, going away to your biggest rivals, it's better than nothing, right? It's considering the fact that Atletico were not great at all today. But yeah, thankfully they got the tie. This is great for Barcelona because if we're able to beat Sevilla tomorrow, we'll get to be 2 points behind Real Madrid and 1 point behind Atletico Madrid. And again, we still have to play those guys later in the season, so it's beneficial for us. But we still have to get the job done. But this is a good reward for us to definitely go into that game with a level head and know what to do and know what to accomplish for that game. So let's talk about the game in general. Real Madrid lined up with Thibaut Courtois in goal. Back four of Lucas Vázquez, Tchouaméni, Raúl Asensio, and Fran Garcia. Midfield of Federico Valverde, Jude Bellingham, and Dani Ceballos. And up top, the Galacticos, Rodrigo, Vini, and Kili Mbappe. Okay, not a bad lineup considering Raúl Asensio is the only reason he's really playing is because they have no other option. And I was expecting maybe Mendy to play today, but I guess Fran Garcia wasn't bad. He actually had a pretty decent game, and I was expecting Camavinga, but Ceballos I understand because more control for Real Madrid's midfield. And when it comes to Atletico Madrid's end, they had John Oblak in goal, back four of Galan, Lenglet, Jimenez, and Llorente. Midfield of Simeone, overhyped, De Paul, Barrios, and Lino, and up top they had Julian Alvarez and Antoine Griezmann. Yeah, not a bad lineup for Atletico Madrid. Again, not a bad lineup. Again, like I said before, what you expect, as much as it shows on FootMob, on Sofa, whatever you use for lineups and stuff, as much as it shows 4-4-2, they're always going to defend on the 5. Lino's always going to drop that back deep to defend on the 5. That's just how Atletico Madrid play. But yeah, decent lineups from both sides. So let's talk about the first half. First half was a shit show from Real Madrid, and mid-half from Atletico Madrid, let's be honest, because Atletico Madrid, like I said, the game plan is to defend, and that's exactly what they did in the first half because they completely shut down Vini, they completely shut down Mbappe, and were giving trouble to Rodrigo and Lucas Vázquez, who tried to be the spark for Real Madrid's attack today in that first half, but really couldn't really do much because Atletico were just defending crazy and honestly doing what they needed to do to stay alive in the game because, again, they're trying to hit you in the counter, and that's what they try to do in this game. But when you have the likes of Julian Alvarez, Antoine Griezmann attacking you on the counter, Simeone, it's not going to really do much for you. So because they're not quick, they're not strong. So Raúl Asensio and Tchouaméni really didn't have much trouble defending them on a counter. It was mostly Lucas Vázquez and Fran Garcia leaving the space because they were trying to attack and go forward. But not much from Atletico trying to hit them on the counter. The most dangerous chances was obviously the cross they had for the first goal, and when Lucas Vázquez lost it in his own half, and Lino was going for the attack and made a shit pass to Antoine Griezmann, and they fucked up the whole attack. But besides that, they were trying, but they really couldn't do much. As much as it's equally the same as Real Madrid's type, which was awful today in that first half because they didn't do anything at all. Like no involvement from Vini at all, and very little from Mbappe. Like they were playing on the right side the whole first half. Like they were barely going to the left. They were barely trying to feed Vini. There was moments where Vini would even shift to the right to try and get some touches into on the ball and trying to do something, but really didn't do anything. And Rodrigo and him would switch and stuff. But yeah, not much at all from Real Madrid in that first half. John Oblak didn't have to do anything in that first half. The only spark chance that they really had was when Vini took advantage of a loose ball that Barrios had, and he goes and takes on De Paul, cooks him, and then takes a shot. But besides that, I don't think they had a shot on target the whole first half. Besides at all, no, they had nothing in that first half in general. And then it was looking like it might end in a tie in the first half, and then I don't know where Atletico Madrid hit Real Madrid on a counter. Galan crosses the ball into the middle of their box. It passes Tchouaméni and Lino, ends up, I think, for for Simeone, and they lose the ball, and then, wait. Lino's on the ground. Lino is complaining about something. The Atletico Madrid players are complaining about something to the ref. They're telling him Lino was fouled inside the box. Now, I live streamed this game, and when I first saw it, when they first hit the replay back, I said not really a penalty. I think if they give a penalty, it's very, very soft just because Lino was not getting to the ball. The ball wasn't going to land for Lino. And he did step on him, but the ball, it just passed Lino. It wasn't going to get to him. But it still landed for an Atletico Madrid player. Now, how you could have interpreted is that Lino could have maybe done a play after, try to get involved in the attack after the fact that it passed them already. But since he got hurt, since he got stepped on in the box, then it's interfering with the play and it's interfering with Atletico's attack, and it could be seen as a penalty. But the ball did pass him. He really couldn't do much about that ball getting past him. Like, he was never going to get touched into it. But in the end, Chouamani stepped on him. VAR determined that the referee should go check it out. The referee checks it out. He sees that he steps on him, and then boom, penalty para Atletico Madrid. Wow. Wow, who would have expected that? Who would have expected Atletico to get something out of the first half after not great attacks at all? But Atletico get the penalty. Julian Alvarez steps up. I thought Antoine Griezmann was the penalty taker, but I guess after he missed that one that he had, he was taken off. Julian Alvarez steps up, and then Mbappe, remember this? Mbappe. Julian Alvarez literally did what you couldn't do against us. But Julian Alvarez thinks it on Courtois and sends him the other way, and 1-0 for Atletico de Madrid, ending the first half 1-0 for Atletico Madrid. Wow, really, really, really unexpected. You know what was very funny in that second, when they were going into the tunnel, was the fact that the Madrid fans were just booing the referee, saying corruption and stuff, blah blah blah. After all the things that they've been doing in this last couple of days, where they send letters to the federation, blah blah blah, complaining and considering, all the times they've robbed. But yeah, that was funny. But like that, they were booing the refs instead of their own players who put up a terrible performance in that first half. That was the funny part for me. But yeah. Atletico Madrid go up 1-0 in the first half, and the second half starts, and complete difference from Real Madrid. I was expecting maybe a change. I was expecting a little bit of a change. I was expecting, what I said on the stream was maybe put Rodrigo on the left, take out Vinny, but you can't really take out Vinny, right? You just can't do that, right? That would be suicide for Ancelotti and the fans. They'll go against him. But I was saying take out Vinny, put Rodrigo, because we've seen in the last couple of weeks that Rodrigo and Mbappe play better together compared to Vinny being up there with Rodrigo and all of them together. But nope, Ancelotti makes no changes. He makes no changes. Ceballos in that second half was outstanding. I can say in the whole game and today he was the best midfielder between Valverde and Bellingham. I don't think anyone can deny that he was 100% man of the match today. In the first half he was more playing defensively and trying to control the ball, but second half he's more on the front foot, trying to get his team to create to score and create more chances for the team. I think he was very good in this game. There was that one clear cross that he made for Jude Bellingham where he heads it right at the goalkeeper. Oh no, I think that's when he hit crossbar. One of those. But Jude Bellingham had two chances in the second half where he heads it at the goal, but unfortunately misses the crossbar, and then the one he hit straight at Oblak. But in general, again, Ceballos man of the match for me. But second half starts, and again, Madrid on the front foot, just putting Atletico in the ropes, and boom, Rodrigo out of nowhere cooks two Atletico Madrid players, crosses it into the middle. Jude Bellingham gets a touch onto it. It gets blocked, and it lands for someone you do not want it to land. For Kylian Mbappe, who squares it on the bottom left for the first goal for Real Madrid to get the tie. Okay, they're back in it. And it was very early on in the second half, and I was like, I was obviously shook because I'm like, oof, if they're scoring this early and already destroying them, like Atletico they were just awful in that second half. And I was just expecting a goal after goal after goal now for Real Madrid because they were just so on the front foot, just attacking like crazy, and Atletico were just defending for their lives. And every time they got the ball back, they immediately lost it because anytime they try to hit them in the counter, Griezmann, awful game today. Julian Alvarez didn't do enough today. I don't even want to talk about that Simeone guy. I don't even know how he played that long because he was disgusting performance from him today. Just their whole attack and their midfield was just terrible. Like the three guys that really pissed me off, that was really annoying me in that first half or in the game in general for Atletico was De Paul, Griezmann, and Simeone, because they were just they were just so bad in this game where they just didn't really create much of an impact. But Barrios too, man. That guy's first touch is disgusting. Like he was awful. But in general, like the second half was just a defensive game from Atletico, and Real Madrid just doing anything possible to try and score. Where honestly, if it wasn't for John Oblak, they probably would have scored some. A lot of their shots were definitely like just straight at him, but there were some that they could have scored, and John Oblak stepped up in that second half for Atletico to stay in the game. In the second half, 100%, Vinny started getting more involved. They started playing more on the left. Like I said, Ceballos was the key figure for their midfield to try and attack a little bit more. A little bit more touches from Mbappe and Rodrigo inside the box, around. Like Mbappe started to get a little bit more confidence, dropping deep, trying to collect the ball, trying to make something happen. And in general, Atletico were again on the ropes, and it was honestly very fortunate that they didn't get scored on. But the game ends 1-1, thankfully. Only 3 minutes added because in the second half, not much time was really added because Atletico were just clearing the ball every single time. They committed some fouls, but not really anything to like waste a great amount of time. Obviously, you get a minute for every goal, so they got 1 minute for the goal and then 2 minutes for just extra time in general. But 3 minutes added extra time, and that 3 minutes. Maybe expecting Real Madrid trying to hit you on a counter, trying to hit them on a counter and trying to do something, but Atletico were the ones controlling those 3 minutes and ends in a tie because I can tell you right now, the moment I saw Sorloth come on, I was getting flashbacks. To the game in the Montjuic because that second half literally reminded me about the game in general of Barcelona versus Atletico Madrid, where we were just completely all over them. We were better than them. They couldn't control the ball for shit. Their midfield, their attack was terrible. Griezmann, terrible performance. Julian, all their players were terrible. And we were just creating chance after chance after chance and not taking them. And then, boom, they get a goal. And then you're like, what is happening? But again, you're still on the front foot. And then, boom, out of nowhere, they get the second goal and win the game. I was getting flashbacks when I saw Sorloth come on because Sorloth came in for the last 10 minutes of the game. I was like, wow, are they going to do it again? Are they going to put a dagger again in the last minutes of the game? No way they get away with this again. But they didn't this time. But man, that game was giving me flashbacks to that game, and it was pissing me off because it was pissing me off just seeing how bad Atletico Madrid's midfield and attack is. And I'm just asking myself how during that stream, I was just asking me, how did we lose to this shit team, bro? How did we lose to this team, bro? It was just so disappointing, like watching that again. And I'm like, oh, man, watching this team play again. That's why I don't watch this team play because they're shit. But yeah, ends for a tie. Great result for Barcelona fans all around the world. They were fucking celebrating this for sure. Madrid fans are definitely pissed. Again, scream controversy as much as you want. Suck it. I just find it funny, cause they're calling for corruption this season, but not to mention last season how many times Barcelona were getting screwed over by the referees, and that's why they won the league. But yeah, to each their own. But again, amazing result for Barcelona, but it doesn't change the fact that we have to get the job done tomorrow against Sevilla. Like I said already, we already beat them 5-1 once in the season, so we could definitely do it again. I'm expecting a result. I'm expecting all the players to be awake for this game and going for the kill tomorrow because we need the 3 points to lower the margin for the league because there's still a lot of games to go and we have to play them, like I said, again later in the season. I think we play Atletico in March. And I know we play Real Madrid in May. So we have to take advantage of this little draw and hopefully wish for them to drop even more points to other teams later on in the season. But again, great result for Barcelona, terrible result for the Madrids, both Madrid fans, both Madrid fan bases, and yeah, I'm happy. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys thought about the game down in the comments below. Make sure to like, subscribe, favorite, hit the notification bells for every time we upload. Share to your friends that love football. Share to your friends that are Barcelona fans that are excited from this result. Madridistas, let me know what you thought about the game. Corruption? Or just not enough from Real Madrid? Let me know. Ancelotti. Who knows? Let me know. But yeah, hit the like button. Hope you enjoyed. And